Capricorn, what is good, Cappy? Here's your reading for July from the 1st to the 15th. If you would like to skip the shuffling and the intro, go to the comment section. There's a timestamp there with that information on how to. The thing that we're doing different this month that is going to perpetuate are the Jesus cards here I'm implementing. They are Loving Words from Jesus by Doreen Virtue. We'll go ahead and pop out about maybe one or two of them depending upon how things go and the reading and the vibe. You guys know how I usually read here. Also, if you like a private reading, go ahead and see the description box for information on how to obtain one. Remember, guys, this is a general reading. So, vibes or messages may cross. Remember, it's to or from you. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah. Okay, let me go and give you guys your contemplator cards we got going on here. So, we have the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups reversed, the Princess of Wands, also known as the Page of Wands, the Emperor, the Alchemist, which is also the Magician, the Two of Swords, the Six of Swords reversed, the Hangman reversed, Princess of Wands reversed, I'm sorry, the Prince of Wands, I apologize, reversed, also known as the Knight of Wands reversed, the Nine of Wands reversed, and last, the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. All right, guys. Okay, let's go ahead and bless the deck. Actually, I'm lying. Let's go ahead and do your astrology for the Capricorn sun sign for this month, all of July. Normally it's for the sun signs, but sometimes I may throw something in there depending upon planetary influences on rising signs, sometimes moon, but it just depends. But if it's specifically that section is for rising, I'll say it in there. So let's go and begin with the astrology. So July is the month where your house of career is quite powerful. You may use this time to follow your professional objectives and make them successful. Domestic and psychological concerns can be safely put behind for the present this month. For the Capricorn sun sign specifically, the house of others is also very dominant, where this may not be the time for independence and courage pertaining to actions, like courageous actions. You may be overwhelmed by certain circumstances and should allow the natural flow of things. Saturn, which rules Capricorn, may have a serious influence on your behavior and well-being this month. Your personal magnetism shall and your vitality shall improve enormously during this period. You may be invested or interested, either or, in spirituality and may attempt to unravel the mysteries of life and death. For a number of Capricorns, the planetary forecast may not be favorable for finances this month. There may be delays in your personal monetary projects. You may be successful in handling the fiscal ventures of other people, and in turn this may help you achieve your own fortunes. Single Capricorns may look and or search for romantic partners who are affluent and or opulent. For coupled Capricorns, love may be, more sensual this month despite the family environment possibly being in turbulence. Overall, it may be a career and business-oriented month. And also, your general health may be and may need to be taken care of as well. Okay, let's bless the deck and then we'll get started. Guardian angels of love and light, ancestors lost and known in the seas of time, please intercede into this reading to provide Capricorn with the clarity and direction as to which he or she seeks, and please grant me, the reader, the objectivity to release every single message and read every card as they're meant to be. Put these to the side. Going to move these while we pop some cards out. So we're going to separate them again, guys. If you've been watching me for a little bit, we're going to separate them, the two sets, like I was doing in the previous readings. Works a little bit better that way. So as we're shuffling, I'm going to go ahead and give you the messages for your contemplator cards. Since it's general, we're just going to throw as much out there as we can. Okay. Father God, please release Capricorn's first base card and as well as some clarifiers for the base card for July from the 1st to the 15th. Okay, So, you feel like giving this month, you know, or you would like to give, Capricorn, I should say. But, you know, don't you hate that but or the however? I feel like you should be a little bit mindful, you know, Capricorn, in terms of who you're giving to. Now, I'm not saying to not forgive. That's not what it is. Just be a little mindful of people's intentions and of their motives, you know. Just keep an eye out, you know, for who you offer your cup to. Okay, they wanted two. Go and take them. Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles reverse and the Five of Wands reverse. And, let's see. Yeah, just be careful as to who you offer your cup to, Capricorn, maybe this month. And also, what you create in terms of, you know, new maybe alliances. Some contemplator cards, please. Father God. And some clarifiers, please. Think about, you know, if they're adding to your stability in life, right? If they're adding to, you know, if they're all maybe, I don't want to say on the same page because no one really kind of is, but if their soul is, you know, good. If it's going to be maybe kind of worth your time as well. And I hate saying that because it sounds so self-righteous, but I think you understand what I'm trying to say, you know, that, you know, everything is going to be, or at least it'll be taken into consideration, you know, your help or who you offer your time to, and it'll be appreciated, you know, that kind of thing. And I do feel like, you know, you may not be very communicative with people as to, like, of your plans, right? But I feel like just kind of, like I said, be very careful because it may lead you to impasses, you know, or like to maybe issues with other people, or maybe you end up getting the shit end of the stick or something like that. Eight of Wands. In terms of like, they may backfire. I'm hearing, or I'm picking up like some, maybe someone of a couple may be kind of jealous or something that affect, you know how things go. Things get misconstrued. The Sun. Just be very observant, you know, and don't make decisions, I'm sorry, you know, upon maybe haste. Just kind of chill out, see what's going on, and then maybe, you know, assess the issue, I should say, and then maybe offer, you know, a helping hand, and just see. You wanted to come out? Let's do this first. So the Princess of Cups, also known as the Page of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. Keep covering the title. Ten of Swords reverse. Okay, this is for the first set here. I'm going to move this to the side and we'll start with the second. Okay, Father God, please release Capricorn's second base card, as well as some clarifiers for July from the 1st to the 15th of 2017. Just be observant, okay? See what's going on. Not that I'm not saying to be paranoid. Just, I'm also kind of picking up maybe from your contemplators. Look at how other people respond to other people's helping hand. And also, hear what people say behind other people's backs, you know. Listen up for things like that, those little signs, you know. Because last thing you want to do is, you know, maybe become, I'm not saying that you are, but become maybe vindictive because maybe you think that, you know, it wasn't appreciated, you know. The World. Some clarifiers, please. because, you know, that may cause you to have to maybe defend yourself, or just may cause some avoidable consequences. And then, I mean, if the person didn't really appreciate it or really care for your helping hand in the first place, it makes you think they really care about your anger, you know? That kind of thing going on. 10 of Cups reverse. Oh, okay, he wanted to fly out. We'll take it. The 5 of Cups. Because, you know, the 6 of Pentacles did pop up twice. So I feel like you really do want to give, but don't give because maybe you feel like it's a job. You know what I mean? And don't put yourself in positions where, you know, just because you're giving because you feel bad and you're just like, oh, okay, well, whatever. You know, if that person really doesn't deserve your time or your efforts, I mean, you know, better just to kind of let it go sometimes and see what, you know, God, the universe, spirit, whoever you confide in wants to do, you know, at that point, shoot. What about, is there anything else that you'd like to release for why the World card is here? Wants to pop out. So we have the 8 of Pentacles. And we have the 6 of Cups. Okay. Let's get some crowning cards and then we'll start. Oh my God, what's crowning, Capricorn? For situations at hand and for July from the 1st to the 15th of 2017. Because it's crowning, Capricorn. But he hung on, shoot. The King of Cups. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for their contemplator cards. Capricorn. I'm going to take these two right here. And then this guy right here wants to pop out the top as well. I'm going to take those 3. Once it pop out, we're going to take this one too. Let's just go with it. Prince of Wands reverse. 6 of Swords reverse. Sorry, 6 of Swords reverse. The Fool reversed. And we have the Hierophant. Okay, let's start on the first set. Right, so coming into the reading with Judgment here. Okay, Capricorn. So let's see. Let's move these candles back. Okay. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so you may not want to give, you know, just for the hell of it, because you feel like maybe people don't really deserve it, right? Or maybe like in hopes that maybe I feel like maybe you feel like you're adding to a situation in terms of like maybe You're enabling. I kind of feel that's kind of coming up for me in the reading here. Like you're enabling some of the hoopla or some of the commotion. And I do feel like, you know, maybe you reached a point where you're seeing that it's not really working in terms of what you're providing. Now, it could be anything, you know. It also can pertain to any situation. But I really do feel like your intentions were or are really well. Like they're good. Like they're coming from a good place, you know. But I feel like maybe I feel like you don't want to walk away, you know, at the same time, kind of. Because I know that, you know, maybe giving does feel good for you. Like it's you feel like, you know, viable. You feel like I'm gonna say useful, but that sounds, I hate that when people say that, but you know what I mean? Like you're adding to the goodness, you know, of someone's life. But this may be, you know, I'm also kind of picking up on maybe trying to avoid someone of a certain, from a, like an action. Like let's say like for instance, this is just an example of kind of what I'm saying. Let's say that your brother or your sister or something to that effect needs a ride to go pick up maybe like their medication, right? But they're kind of abusing their medication, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, and you would rather take them to the doctor instead of having them go out in the streets looking for it. Like that, like you're kind of adding to a situation, enabling a little bit, but at the same time, you're trying to prevent something else from happening. So it's like kind of being stuck between a rock and a hard place, you know? And I really feel like you're trying to establish good in this situation, but it's just doesn't seem to be working. And I think you're at the point where you're like, I just want to pull out. Like, you know, I'm going to abdicate my role in this, and that is what it is. I kind of feel. But I do see that, you know, your intentions are benign. They are good. Like, you do really are trying to help, you know? But at the same time, it leaves you kind of unhinged a little bit. And I believe that, you know, judgment is here asking you, what do you need? What do you think you need to do? That's why you're coming into the reading as, you know, judgment. Like, am I making the right decisions? Or, you know, am I making the right, yeah, you know what I mean? Are the right decisions coming from a good place? Are they helping? Are they fixing an issue? Or are they, you know, perpetuating the issue? Given that if it's negative, you know? Because I see, like, you know, in your thoughts, you don't really want to walk away from it. But I do believe that you feel like your role in this is, you're unsure of how to go about this. You're unsure if you should just not care or if you should care. What I'm saying that is why I'm saying this, because I see the Six of Swords. Okay, watch. Person who controls, you know, and is a master of their emotions with the King of Cups here. But then the, you know, the Prince of Wands in reverse, like the Knight of Wands in reverse, someone who comes in abruptly. And also they can be viewed as someone who just doesn't know what they're doing. They think they know, but they don't, kind of thing, you know? And then Six of Swords reversed, you don't really want to walk away from the situation. You kind of want to stick around for some reason. The Fool reverse is not wanting to take that leap, right? Not wanting to change, not wanting to see what the other side has, because you don't really want to see the establishment. You could also be dealing with a Taurus, possibly. A Leo. You could also maybe be dealing with, I mean, any sign for that matter with the World. I believe that's pretty much it in terms of what's popped out here. Because I feel like, you know, I feel like these two cards are very closely, I mean, obviously they're related because they're base cards, but I feel like they're related like in terms of if they were to come out in reverse together or they were to come out upright together. That's what I'm saying. I kind of picked that up a little bit, like between a rock and a hard place, Cap. I really feel like that's what's going on right now for you. And there's just a lot of tension, you know, with the Eight of Wands. There's a lot of big events that just pop up, and it's like, damn, like, you know, it's like you tackle one, you know, you tackle one thing and then there's two more to tackle. So like something's always, I'm picking up, something's always new popping up. Like there's always more to the puzzle, you know, like there's always that hidden piece. You know, and like just when you feel good, at least, okay, it's calm, you know what I mean? Like we can continue on. That's when you then have to kind of figure out how you can then readjust your approach, or you can then figure out how to apply your emotion to a situation that can turn around. But the Ten of Swords also means, you know, in reverse, you need rest, you know? It's time to recuperate from the ordeal or from the situation. You have a lot of people here. I think there's like a lot of, there's a lot going on here. I kind of feel like maybe 3 people were involved. Could be 5, you know. But I really do feel like you are ready, or you're almost there. I feel like you've already kind of taken yourself out of the situation a little bit. 9 of Pentacles reversed to me usually means not wanting to give what you have. Even though you can, you just don't want to. Just for the fact of you just don't want to. It's like being stubborn kind of in a sense. Because maybe, you know, like I said, maybe it prevents some of the conflict, or it prevents your cooperation, you know, in delegating it or adding to it, right? And I think that, you know, you kind of feel in hopes of not giving, that it'll kind of just, it'll go away a little bit. It'll just kind of walk away, you know? And this can very well happen, you know? Maybe, you know, you did use good judgment. But I see that you can't walk away, though. It would be different if, like, the 6 of Swords was in reverse. I mean, was upright, I apologize. And the Fool was upright. And the Hierophant was upright, then it would be a little bit different. I would look at the situation a little bit different. But I kind of feel here, like, you know, you've already started to kind of pull out of the situation, because I feel like you do need rest. And I feel like you are kind of gaining a little bit of yourself back a little bit. Because I believe that maybe from here you learned what happened. What happens when you stick around, but you try and try and try, and then when you just need to just lay your wands down, kind of in a sense. And just be like, okay, I'm done. I gave all I could. I tried, and that's all. That's it. That's all you really can do, Cap. You know? You can drag a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it, right? Sometimes, you know, you have to lose people. Learn how to choose, you know, good friends, because you cut off the loose ends. You know, something like that. And it's tough to say that. It's tough for us to accept that fact, but where's the reciprocity, you know? Yeah. Let's see. Okay, let's start the other one. The other little set we have. So the World. Righty. So I think that, you know, things seem to be kind of going in your favor a little bit, you know? But like I said, you know, I feel like there's like a seesaw ish, a seesaw to kind of up and down. I see like you're kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out kind of thing. Like, you know, you're not really sure if you want to kind of continue on. Because with the Ten of Cups in reverse, like, it's like you know, it's like not accepting something or feeling like you wasted invested time, you know? And maybe that's why you feel a little bit shameful, or you feel like a little bit sad or disparaged about the whole situation because you tried to create the best out of it by, you know, looking at the good times instead of the bad times. I believe that you saw this person or the situation or whoever is involved, you saw the good and the bad of them. And I kind of feel like that's the one thing you're kind of holding on to, or you can feel, whether this is to you or from you, you know, the potential of this person or the situation. And like the old saying goes, you know, what you don't know doesn't hurt you kind of thing. It's not great, you know, when we do see the good and then we see the bad, you know, it's like, wow, I know how good it can be, or how good the potential that's there, you know. And I feel like you really are trying to control your emotions. You're trying to look at the bigger picture. You're trying to grasp the best way of approaching this. Because, I mean, even in your thoughts, we have the Hierophant, we also have the King of Cups. I mean, two respectable people. We have the establishment, the tradition, which you, Capricorn, are. That's one of, you know, two of your traits. Then we have the person trying to control their emotion and apply their emotion and add emotion to their environment, you know. But then in the middle, not really knowing how to approach the situation, not choosing to apply it properly, not even choosing to understand it and learn how to apply it. Forget applying it, right, at that point, trying to understand it. But then, like I said, just not walking away, not wanting to take that leap. But at least you tried, Cap. Like, really, you tried. And I feel like judgment here is here for, like I said, for a reason. I feel like you kind of maybe lost yourself a little bit along the way. I'm looking at this card, you know, the world. It's a great card when it's upright. It's having the support of the universe, of God, of spirit. But at the same time, I mean, I'm looking at this card in a different way right now. Like, I'm kind of feeling like there are so many elements that were involved in it. Yeah. See the bottom of the deck? You're the Ten of Wands. Reverse. This is just laying your wands out and saying, you know what? I am releasing this burden. I am no longer going to carry it. Right? Let's see. These may be your advice cards. When the Three of Wands is in reverse like this, you know, that means, at least to me as a reader, someone better, you know, make a decision or we're gone. Like that kind of thing. Giving someone or yourself an ultimatum. You know, because the decision that you made isn't working, so that we need to make another one. Like kind of thing, like we can't sulk. Like the Six of Cups kind of being stuck in the past in a sense. When it's in reverse, it can mean that also, you know, upright. But upright usually means just visiting it, seeing it, the good times versus the bad, you know. But making a decision and saying, what are we going to do? Because it's not working, so I need to leave, kind of thing. Yeah, because the Ace of Pentacles, the idea of how to apply this ability, or the idea of, I feel like the Three of Wands, that the idea that you guys thought of or the approach is just not working. If it is working, then it's completely slow. But I don't feel like with this card here that it is working, even if it's slow. it's just not viable, you know? Yeah, I mean, okay, you could be dealing with, you know, Gemini as well. But, come on, a little closer for you guys. The Lover's card as well, when it's in reverse like this, even upright, the Lover's card can also be making a decision. Which road are you going to choose? But you have to make that decision, you know? But this is kind of maybe making the wrong decision, or seeing that the decision that you did make just didn't work. It can also mean, you know, conflicting ideals of yourself as well. It can also just mean a partnership not working as well. Maybe this is your partner, you know, not working out. Yeah, I think those were the advice cards. They seem pretty good. I want to shuffle just, let me see. I don't want to burn my house down with these candles. Let's just see. Father God, can you please supply any more advice cards for Capricorns for the situations at hand? Is there anything else that you would like to provide for Capricorn pertaining to the situations? One more time, let's see. Anything that you'd like to provide for Capricorn? Church of the Hands and for the life of the 1st to the 15th. Okay. I like it. There we go. That sums up everything. The Eight of Swords. You are not trapped. Don't feel like you're trapped in this situation, and I really feel like you really don't. The Eight of Swords reverse means that you just believe that you now understand, I should say, not believe, but you now understand that you're not trapped. And you are deciding to not be trapped in this cycle anymore. That's it. Like, I think that's the decision, right? Or it could be that the decision of pulling out can actually cause all this. But I don't see it like that, because with the 10 of Wands here, you're laying it down. That's it. You're done. Like, you're no longer going to carry the responsibility. And you want to move on. You weren't seeing your ships coming in terms of you weren't seeing your efforts being acknowledged, and they weren't actually working. And I feel like maybe with the Ace of Pentacles here in reverse too, like, you're out of ideas. That's it. Like, it's just like, I'm done. Like that. Like, just, I've tried. And that's all that you really can do, Cap, you know? Maybe that's why you don't want to give anymore, right? Because maybe you don't want the conflict anymore. You don't want the burden, right? The burden of carrying it anymore. You're done with the drama. Like, enough's enough. You know, maybe that's why you feel pretty okay. And I always say, you know, if you made the right decision, you'll feel better. Maybe, you know, like I said, maybe it's all kind of tying in now, you know. Maybe that's why you're recuperating from the rest already, right? That's it. I don't know why I'm starting to feel now with, you know, these, with the other cards here with the second set, that the Eight of Wands can be kind of viewed as new opportunities that come in that you didn't even see coming. But good opportunities, you know? Why? Because you've adjusted the way that you approach and apply your emotion. And you see that it's kind of done. And I see that this is like the end result. Like, you finally pulled out. You realize that you were not here anymore, and you're no longer deciding to be trapped in this situation. Because even the Eight of Swords upright means it's the illusion of being trapped. And the blindfold is on. Anytime you see a blindfold on anyone in tarot, when it's upright, you know, it means you're not choosing to see the situation because you don't want to, kind of thing. But you took the blindfold off and you're like, okay, that's it. Because you're no longer going to travel and take all that burden to where it needs to go to, because you don't see the point, because there's nothing there. You've already made that decision a long time ago and it wasn't working or it isn't working. So why, are you doing the same thing? That's why the Ace of Pentacles is there. Why are you trying to give this person a stability when all it does is leads to conflict, leads to not being able to, or leads to having to figure out the next thing when it really isn't your job, But it's okay, because now there's possibilities going to come for you, and the world is good things. Okay? Okay, we pulled some advice cards. Let's pull a Jesus card. Okay, let's see. Let me move these candles real quick. Father God, in the name of Jesus, what advice do you have? Oh my God. See, I knew it had burned off almost one of the candles. Look. He said, I'm done. Lord wanted you to get this card, Jesus. Okay, so very nice. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. John 14:27. It's a great card. And I looked underneath the deck, Nothing shall be impossible unto you. Matthew 17:20. Let's add that one too. It's all about the peace of mind, This is the peace of mind. You're dropping the wands. That's it. Like I said, you don't want to do it anymore because you're tired of the Ten of Cups in reverse, not getting anything back out of the situation because your judgment improved, right? And also, you're tired of having to make those decisions or not knowing what decision to make. And having to learn how to control your emotions when your emotions should just come naturally. You shouldn't have to control it, Because you're done. You don't want to fight anymore. These two cards go hand in hand right here. Like, that's it. I'm done. And it's going to lead to you not having to fight anymore. That's not unnecessary, But it's all going to come. It's all going to start with the judgment. And I believe that you made the right decision, in terms of how you want to go about this. But don't keep this in your thoughts, Saying, oh, okay, wait, I feel like I don't want to leave. Like, I feel like I don't want to leave. Did I make the right decision? Like, yes, you did. Stop reneging on it, You came to this point for a reason, There's a reason why you came to this point. This just didn't spark up out of nowhere, like, just fell out of thin air. Like, one day you just woke up and you said, oh, I'm just going to do this. Like, no, this was for a reason. Because, you weren't applying your creativity properly. You weren't, I think it was making you upset. I really feel like that. Like, it was really becoming such a burden. But, you used, like the Hierophant, you used your intuition. You made those decisions that brought you establishment of what you will and will not accept. Thus, you're no longer trapped. And even God's saying to you, girl, you made the right decision. Or boy, you made the right decision. Because nothing shall be impossible unto you, because you decided you needed peace to do the right thing, and then God rewards you with that. He brought you to this decision because you needed peace. Because you tried. That's all that you can really do. You can't control the people's actions. But okay, I'm going to let you go, Cap. I'll stop preaching, But yeah, check out John 14:27 and also check out Matthew 17:20. Alrighty? Pretty soon I'm going to have I have a couple more to go. I'm going to have all this, I'm going to memorize all the scriptures and all the chapters, and I'll be able to give you more insight into, what the chapter in the book says, so I can go ahead and deliver it to you guys, you know, at least maybe in my perspective, or basically what it, you know, what it says, and just, you know, put into some intuitive perception terms, you know. But okay, Cap, I'll let you go, and we'll see you throughout maybe July when I do random videos, or the 15th to the 31st. Ready?